So I saw this video of T.I. responding to a hate comment, basically on his Instagram. Someone was like, "Hey man, you only had like 2 good songs." And T.I.'s response was, he showed his pool, you know, he had his phone, he showed his pool, he showed his house, his family, and he's like, "Hey man, hey buddy, if 2 good songs get you all this, you better start working on your 2 good songs." And you know, it made me think about, you know, sustainability. And I feel like 2 of the most important questions, or 2 of the questions I get the most. Number 1 is, "Hey Mike, where do you get those containers that you always have in the back?" I get those from the Container Store. The link will be down below. They're actually doing 25% off. So super steal on those, man. It happens like once a year. So this is definitely the time to cop them if you want them. So be on the lookout for that. And number 2 is, yo man, either you want to be a collector or your parents don't agree with it. You want to be a YouTuber, but you know, how do you balance that? Or you got a family, how do you grind to being a YouTuber? I think at the end of the day, it comes to sustainability. This isn't an easy job. I just wanted to have this Topic Tuesday to answer that. If you're brand new to the channel, Topic Tuesday, man. Every single Tuesday we get a new topic. Shout out to you guys for always showing love. As you can see, keep showing love. Keep showing love. We get them 1,000 likes every single video. So man, I definitely appreciate it. The fact that you guys get 1,000 likes every Tuesday is the reason we're gonna keep going, man. If I don't get 1,000 likes, then I ain't gonna make a video. Just kidding, I'm gonna make a video regardless, but I know you're gonna get 1,000 likes, so thank you. Now, for those of you that don't know, YouTube specifically, you know, let's talk about sneaker YouTube. It's everybody's dream to get all the free clothes you could possibly get. Free sneakers, man, that's the life, right? Like this, what more could you ask for? And tons of people wanna try to, you know, push your dreams to the side. Nah, man, you can't do that. Come on, let's be realistic. And everyone hears that, you know, I heard that. Come on, let's be realistic. You can't make money from YouTube. Let's be realistic. It's not sustainable. I can't wait till you get a real job. But I think people forget this is a risk. You know, being a YouTuber, you never know what your income is going to be for the next month. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get paid the same amount next month that I got last month. And you know, it's scary. It's a huge risk, and that's why it's not sustainable. So I just wanted to go over the things that you kind of need to consider and realize about what it takes to be an entrepreneur, because this is more than just being a sneaker YouTuber. If I was just a sneaker YouTuber, I would, it just wouldn't work out. But I want you guys to know, like, it is not sustainable in the sense of, you know exactly what your income is going to be, because, you know, just like when Instagram went down the other day, YouTube could do the same, Twitter could do the same. So that's why it's so important to build multiple platforms. That's why I ask you guys to follow me on Twitter. That's why I ask you to follow me on Instagram, because that helps me maintain, you know, constant growth. If I had 500,000 followers on Instagram, that's a whole different income and revenue for me personally. So you always got to keep that in mind. Never think something is too corny or whatever people want to say. They don't pay your bills, so ignore all that. I think more importantly, I just wanted to let you guys know that YouTube is an up and down roller coaster. You know, I went from easily every single video I drop will get 100,000 views to, you know, we're sustaining 10,000 views. I'm completely content with that. I make more money now than I have ever made with those 100,000 views, which is crazy to think about, but it just goes to show there's a lot more business behind the scenes that you need to be aware of. And don't always chase this clout and this viewership, because it's one of those things where when you get to the top, you have to remain at the top. You know, you do everything you can to stay at the top, and it makes you go crazy. You end up burning out. You just want to top each month. Oh, I got 50,000. Well, I want 100,000. Oh, I got 100,000. I want 200,000. You want to top each month. And in the long run, that ends up burning you out. And it's just, again, like I said, it's not sustainable. It's very unpredictable with what YouTube does. A lot of people don't get notified. And, you know, you end up overall just destroying your YouTube career just based on trying to keep up. You know, you hear the saying, keep up with the Joneses. It's no different in social media, getting caught up in the likes, getting caught up in the retweets, getting caught up in the views. Those things easily can just destroy you mentally, and it's just something to be aware of. I can tell you guys, I've went through the ups and downs. I mean, you guys have been with me since what have we been around since, like 2013? And it's been a roller coaster. You know, I went from the top, fell all the way to the bottom, and now, you know, we're just content and putting out dope content and just having fun with it, right? Everything is based on perception. You know, I could tell you guys what you need to do, the exact steps. We all know what we got to do, regardless, whether it's fitness, whether it's at your job, whether it's how to make money. We know what we need to do, right? Everybody knows. It's just applying it. You know, probably 98% of you that are listening to this, you ain't gonna apply any of this. And this has nothing to do with specific YouTube. This has to do with everything, you know, whether these little things can apply to every aspect of your life. The scary thing about this risk, if you're wanting to take it, is, you know, YouTube and Instagram, Twitter are what hold all the data. You know, they're in charge of it. So if they were ever to just disappear, damn, I gotta go work for the corporate world. I gotta go get a real job. So I think it's important to grow list, and I personally haven't even done this. So if you guys want to subscribe to a list down below to notify you about new videos, the link will be down below. It's going to be like a MailChimp. You just put your email in there and I'll send out an email when my newest video drops. And please only sign up if you're like a real hardcore fan and you watch every video. If you're just here and there, don't subscribe to my list because it costs me money. Only if you're a huge fan, make sure you sign up to that. So it'll just, every time I upload a video, it'll send you an email. So that'll help you watch content and it'll help me just always have access to you, if that makes sense. Another huge thing that people don't consider is editing. Editing takes me hours, especially with this new camera, 4K footage, always trying to get better. Sometimes editing takes me an hour, sometimes it takes me 5 hours. It really just depends on how much I put into the video. That's another thing you have to consider. Like, it is not easy. A lot of you guys see all the nice things and whatever the luxury items. You know, I just got obviously the watch. I got my car, house, just all the cool stuff that I'm able to get. I put a lot of work in behind the scenes, and people got to realize this is the grind. Like, I can't even say it's the grind, man, because I'm living good, you know? Like, I don't even know how to put it. I'm just trying to grow as an individual and as a content creator. I don't want to say it's necessarily the grind because, like, it's a blessing, you know? It really is that I'm even able to be in a position where I really can just make a video and upload it and hopefully you guys watch, and I can make you know, my brand and all that different stuff. And I would want to say it's not necessarily a grind, more so just a hustle. But initially when you're starting out, it is a grind. You start from zero. You know, we all started at zero. In college, I wasn't out partying. In high school, in college, I wasn't out partying. I never drank, I never smoked, I never did any drugs, nothing like that. I was making YouTube videos. I didn't care what anybody had to say. I was school, basketball, and making YouTube videos, period. I didn't care about anything else. I definitely did isolate myself. At this point, it's worth it. So just be aware of that. There are a lot of hours you're just alone editing, you know, nothing else matters. And until you get to a point where you can kind of break that isolation and go out and meet people, you know, like sneaker cons, or me being able to fly, and all the friends that I've met over the internet. You know, it was a grind initially. So just know that, like, it's not easy. Don't get caught up behind like, oh, if he can do it, I can do it. I mean, yeah, you definitely can, but just know, like, don't get discouraged. Just keep going. You know, sometimes it takes years. There's people that blow up overnight. There's people that have been just making YouTube videos for like 10 years straight, and then they finally have their opportunity. You really gotta like love this. You can't do it just because, oh, there's money in free sneakers or whatever it is that you're out for. No, you do this because you genuinely love it, and hopefully, you know, with all that hard work that you put behind it, it can turn into a career. Tons of people doubted, you know, my YouTube and doubted that I could make money, and it's just a waste of time. And it comes down to work, operating from the dark side. Everyone that ever said anything negative, you know, I use that for energy. You prove them wrong, and you're not the one necessarily like laughing, like, ha, look, I'm better than you. If anything, I would never, I'm just a YouTuber and blessed that I can even do this as a job. But it's more so, those people that doubted you, they see your success, and you know, you just keep it humble, period. There's no reason to be arrogant or say, man, you doubted me, now look at me. It's more so like you know how people are, they want to say, you ain't gonna, good luck. And then you make it and they want to congratulate you. Oh, I see you're doing so good on your little YouTube channel. And it's like, yeah, you know, I'm doing all right. But with all this hustle, with money that comes in, trying to stay on top, just always be aware that you get burnt out. I have been burnt out so many times. When I was doing all the sneaker reviews and all the first thoughts and everything was just booming, it burned me out. I just got tired of talking about shoes. I couldn't be creative in any aspect, it's just shoes. In a sense, you need to stay in your lane. Just be aware that if you're not doing something that's exciting, it gets old. It's just like anything. Whether you get a brand new car, you know, it's hype for the first maybe year, and then it gets old. You get a new piece of jewelry, you get any materialistic item, it gets old. And it's no different than gaining a following, getting the career of your dreams. Sometimes it gets stale. It burns you out. You need to take a break. You need to step back, reevaluate, and just grow from there. You know, moral of the story, is YouTube sustainable? No, it really isn't. But I think between the money that you can potentially make, if you put that in the right places, if you're investing and you learn markets and buying houses, you know, maybe cars aren't the best because they depreciate, but you know, YOLO, you only live once, you gotta enjoy some nice thing. If honestly you put the money in the right places, and for me, for example, another income revenue is St. Michael. You know, when you guys buy that, that supports me. That's another aspect that keeps me going and creating different businesses and endeavors. It's more than just being a YouTuber. It's being a business person. In the beginning of being a YouTuber, you're always, oh, I love free stuff. But at the end of the day, it comes down to, oh, I also need money to pay my bills. And you build your own personal brand and become a business person. And that is the most important thing. Don't let anyone tell you what you can't have. There's no either or. Either or is for losers, plain and simple. I believe that I can have anything I want as long as I work for it. And so can you. Just because you're in a certain position now, that doesn't mean that that's going to be the position that you're going to be in for the rest of your life. Word of advice, don't say, oh, I'll start tomorrow. Oh, I'll start when I get this new thing. Oh, I'll start blah, blah, blah. Start now. Every single DM asks me the same question. And I tell them, advice, start now. And there you guys have it, man. Hope you enjoyed today's Topic Tuesday. I wanted it to be a little more valuable. I know a lot of you guys have dreams of being a YouTuber or just any business endeavor you have in general. This all applies to it in some type of way. Again, guys, don't forget 25% off the Container Store, all the drop front shoe boxes that I always have. The link will be down below. Also, if you guys want to pick up the crew necks, they are available now. Still working on the spring summer collection for the rest of the stuff, but this is your boy Sneaker Life. You guys can hit that thumbs up for me. We got to get to that 1,000 as usual, but I'll catch you in the next one. Run it. Hands in the air now.